Hello everyone. A brief video today to test out a pair of nearly 40-year-old Bic pens. And the shortness of this video will be determined largely by whether the pens work or not. These pens were sitting in storage, presumably, for, again, nearly 40 years. A family member had purchased them and tucked them away and forgot about them, and they recently discovered them again. These are Bic Metal Point Roller pens. The Bic Roller was a very popular pen, a supplement in their line of pens to the standard ballpoint. But the Metal Point, under that name, wasn't made for very long, as near as I can tell. Although I think their rollerball pens after this point were all, quote, metal point. I think the original rollers may have been some type of vinyl or plastic tip. I could be wrong in that. Maybe someone who knows more about the development of rollerballs can enlighten me. This is a 2-pack that was purchased on sale for 99 cents, but an original $1.49 sale price at M&R Drug in West Central Ohio, which, factoid for you all, is, I'm told by a reliable source, M&R Drug is in the same, or was in the same shopping plaza as Marsh's supermarket. And Marsh's is famous for being the first place where the UPC code was used to purchase an item. Marsh's in Troy, Ohio, is my understanding. And the first product purchased using UPC technology was a pack of gum. I don't know what type of gum, but there you have it. Marsh's. And in that same plaza, M&R Drugs, where these, I think the UPC debuted in 1974. So these would have been 14 years later, 1988, or maybe 89 or 90. The copyright date on these is 88. Bic Corporation, Milford, Connecticut. It appears these are black ink, I guess blue-bodied pens, made in USA. 0.4 millimeter fine line for precision writing, the strength of a ball pen with the smooth, easy flow of a rolling ballpoint. A durable metal point for a long life of consistently superior quality, writes through layers of carbons. Okay, I've dilly-dallied enough. Let's destroy this bit of history and try one out. I'd say chances are less than 50% that one of these is going to work, but one must try. Bic Metal Point, and the cutout Bic man carrying the pen on the clip. I rather like that. That is a nice touch, and it gives you an upscale feel. This one, the vibe of this one feels like this one might be the one to work. Oh, that's kind of ugly at the tip there. I don't have a tissue or something nearby. That would have been handy. This might be unpleasant. Doesn't feel like anything is rollering. In fact, yeah, I'm going to have to grab something to clean that off. So pause the video for a moment. Okay, so there appeared to be some type of corrosion on the tip, I would guess. Perhaps as an early generation of this pen, they hadn't quite worked out the metallurgy or the combo of the metal and the ink to prevent that sort of eventuality. I'm gonna, before I even test it, I'm gonna put a little bit of Marvel Mystery Oil there. See if that will help at all. Ooh, that was not a pleasant sound. Something came flying off. Little bits of something are flaking off. I wish I had a macro lens capable on this. I think this is going to be a bust. Does this one look as bad? At least as bad, maybe worse. No, that is a fail, an abysmal fail. These I might attempt to revive in some oil or some nail polish remover or something. Okay, brief follow-up. After an overnight soak in nail polish remover and a follow-up soak in Marvel Mystery Oil, we have a bit of ink flow. A bit. A disappointing, jagged bit of ink flow. I think what has happened is that corrosion at the tip that was flaking off violently on my first attempt to write has left the tip very much damaged and jagged. I still can't figure out the, well, there's a big blob of ink there. I can't figure out the mechanism here. I'll try to put some close-up stills so that maybe you can help me determine how this even works. It just appears to be an open hole through which the ink would flow. I don't see any ball of any type. Maybe that's a problem with this particular one and why it's not functioning. But the end of it now is like a jagged, rusty nail, and you might as well be scratching in clay rather than depositing ink. So, I mean, expecting a disposable roller pen to last 40 years and still be functional is asking way too much. But maybe there was a problem with the metallurgy versus the chemistry of the ink, that corrosion. But again, after 30 plus years, one can't expect too much. So again, that's a no buy on the 1988 copyrighted Metal Point, as if you needed me to tell you that. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you here again next time.